What's going on, family? Once again, you know what time it is. I ain't even got to tell you. All right, you see your boy sitting back here in the backyard studio. I'm your boy Cigar Mitt.
It's Cigar Banker. What's good?
That's Polo the dog, and it's time for another Cigars and Conversations with your homies from a puff a minute. We're gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know everybody up bright and early on Sunday, man, catching that early game over in London today.
Yeah, 6:30, boy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, man, is because I looked at it and I thought the game started at 7:30, right? But fortunately, you know, I put my fantasy lineup in yesterday because I was hanging out last night. If y'all hear that in the brother's voice right now, you know, and I didn't think I was gonna get up in time this morning to put the lineup in. So lineup is in, man. The only player I had in there today was Corey Davis, man, on the Jets. Don't look like he can bring me a whole lot right now, but your boy's still undefeated.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I'll tell y'all, I come up here every week and I tell you I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated for a reason, man. They called me the GOAT. Let's go.
I love the people that forget to set their lineup.
Yeah, it happens a lot. You know, it happens a lot. You know, they be trying to play that game like I'm gonna put my lineup in at the last minute.
Yeah.
You know, but then they forget to put it in, and then they lost, man. So that's what's up, man. What we smoking on, bro?
Yeah, once again, another Illusione. I feel like I'm on repeat at this point. But I got the Hot 10 today. This was the 10-year commemoration that they did in 2016.
Yeah.
You know, Dion did his thing again with this one. It's a Nicaraguan Puro. What was the name of that farm? The Arga something? Aganorsa.
Yeah.
Same farm. But yeah, Nicaraguan Puro through and through. This is a little bit different than the last Puro I had last week. But it's similar flavors and tones, but a little bit smoother.
That's what's up.
I think the aging process on this tobacco is a little different.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's a really good looking natural wrapper that you got on that bad boy too.
Yeah.
Bro. That's what's up. So, you know, had a rough night. Smoked a lot of cigars yesterday. So I just wanted something really light and airy this morning, man.
Yeah.
Sitting out here, we sipping on some coffee.
Yeah.
I decided to put a little cream in my coffee. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually smoking on this this Villager. It's called Quatos, and it's a Connecticut cream.
Okay.
Right? So that's like the full name of this one, man. It's a Dominican one. Like I said, it's got that Connecticut wrapper on it. It's a Dominican cigar, and I don't really smoke a whole lot of Dominicans, man. Dominicans really got to be right for me, bro. I don't know, it's the acidity in the soil or whatever the case is, man, but I am partial to Nicaraguan tobacco, you know, in San Andreas wrappers, so to speak, bro, you know, or what have you. But this right here, man, is really nice, man. So it's real light, like I said, it's real airy, but that's kind of where I'm at. You got to smoke different things, man, for different situations, you know. And I literally, bro, just like, you know, drag myself out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Still feeling the effects a little bit from last night. And I just like, I got to go with something real light this morning.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what it is, man. You know? So there's a lot, man, that we could chop it up about today. You know, we can start with, did you peep out the new Dave Chapelle special?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Man, let's go there.
Let's go there,
bro. What was your thoughts?
I was shocked and appalled. Hell no, man. It was another good one, man.
Right.
And what I loved about this one, man, it was like, it was really that Dave Chapelle storytelling aspect to it. And he was really breaking things down. And it really was like, the title of it was The Closer. And it felt like this was the closing. It was like, okay, let me wrap up what I've been doing in the last few specials I've been on. He's like, let me bring it all to a close. So you can understand where I'm coming from. I thought he did a great job, man. I thought he explained himself well. You know, they got this whole cancel culture out there that's trying to cancel him right now. You know, but the ones that's trying to cancel him is the very ones he was talking about in the special that do not listen. They are not listening to what he's saying. He said on the women's rights issue, he's like, I agree with you. And he said it again, I agree with you. And then he said the LGBTQ thing, and really it was the issue he was having with the transgender community. And he said, I agree with you. He said, once again, he said, I'm jealous of you. He even took it one step further. He said, I'm not talking about the plight of the transgender in America. I'm comparing your plight to ours and how we've not gotten there yet. I was like, damn, this dude like really been trying to teach you something for 4 specials and you still ain't getting it.
Still not getting it, bro. I honestly, man, I'm right there with you. I felt like it was a stroke of genius. I think he covers so much ground. in that special, right? And again, people miss the message because of the jokes, right, or what have you, or people are so predisposed to be offended, right, that they don't catch what he's trying to tell you. And I agree with you, bro. It was a master's class that took place in that special, bro. He was educating, man. He was educating on the ills of society, bro, you know, and what we've come to. Not only not having like compassion for one another, so to speak, but always looking for something. You know, the whole part, like when he just came out, man, with the whole the baby stuff, right? And I was like, wow, because it wasn't even just like the situation with the baby, right? I think people miss the bigger, you know, the bigger tale that he was spinning, right? So again, this is you and I both know we started talking about cancel culture a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Even before the R. Kelly stuff and what have you, right? So at the end of the day, what he was saying is, in America, we have come to a place, right, where somebody can receive greater punishment, all right, for offending a certain group of people than for murder somebody in broad daylight in public at Walmart. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that didn't really have any effect on his career.
No, no, not at all.
And then he just left it out there, like, y'all see where I'm going? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, I'm sitting there like, wow, man, it was genius the way that he laid all of that out there, man. It was genius the way that, like you said, he talked about, you know, and I was talking about this yesterday with my niece, man. So even when he was talking about, you know, the civil rights movement, right, how it lined up against the LGBTQ movement. See, I did that pretty good with the letters this time. How it lined up against it, right? And it's like, you know, like when the person said to him, you know, we've been in this struggle for 50 years, or, you know, something like that, or what have you. And he was just like, yo, Clifford, you know. But at the end of the day, man, and we've been going through this, man, for hundreds of years in this country, right, just trying to gain respect. But the women's movement, right, because at that point, he wasn't even talking about LGBTQ. I don't think he was talking about, like, the Me Too movement or what have you. But the women's movement, right, which birthed on the back end of the, you know, the
slavery,
abolitionist movement. Well, that's what I was looking for. Abolitionist movement, right? They didn't want to be associated with the abolitionist movement, right? They didn't want to be associated with the end of slavery. It's like, no, let's focus on, you know, women's rights. Let's focus on women's rights. So when Susan B. Anthony was having the big march, man, the big women's joint, and what have you, she didn't even want to give Sojourner Truth the floor. Right? But we all know that speech. Ain't I a woman? You know what I'm saying? We all know that speech. I can't really quote anything that Susan B. Anthony did, said, right? I'm not trying to take nothing away from her, right? Or what she brought to that movement or what she meant to it. But at the end of the day, everybody knows what Sojourner Truth was talking about. So at the end of the day, man, it's like those two movements that I just identified, right? The women's rights movement, the LGBTQ movement have progressed. However, the civil rights movement has been stagnant. Right? Has been stagnant for years, bro. I mean, we're still talking about voters' rights. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking. They're not talking about women's right to vote anymore. Right? That's not an issue that comes up before Congress every so often, every few years, what have you. Right? So again, bro, I think that he was teaching, right? But most of America has so many blinders on, right? Plus, it's hard, you know, for some of his fans, right, to be taught by a brother like that. Well, you know what I'm saying? We want you to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, give us some more. Give us some more. Ha ha ha! That was great. They don't want to be educated. Feel me?
And it was funny though, even though he knew he was giving a lesson, he still had to throw the jokes in there, right? Like when he was talking about, you know, Sojourner Truth and the things she was talking about, he's like, I felt like if we had been wearing booty shorts and baby oil, we would have progressed a lot faster.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He was like, the first thing he said, he's like, I come to negotiate the release of the baby.
Exactly.
It was
exactly.
and he was like, it was so funny. He was like, you know, the women's rights movement. He was like, I think what y'all need is a male leadership. And he was like, you can elect me.
I'll do it.
He said, I'll do it. He said, only thing you got to give me, you got to suck my dick. So he was like, I lost you right there, huh? He was like, that was it.
Back to square one, right? Okay, never mind. But again, the joke, right? The punchline, right, was so like a relief valve.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can feel the tension building, right? As he was saying everything. So he would throw the punchline in there, right, just to get everybody laughing so that he could reset.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. It was so funny, man, because it was just like you had these moments where it was just like, damn, this motherfucker is speaking truth. And then it was like, I remember somebody, so you know, he did the show here in Vegas a few months ago.
Yeah.
So this is the show that they taped, but it wasn't taped here in Vegas. But you know how they go on they'll test the jokes, whatever, go different places. Yeah. So he did this whole show in Vegas, and I remember somebody giving me feedback. I didn't get a chance to go, so they was giving me feedback from the show, and it was like, man, he was going hard on the LGBTQ community and doing this and doing that. I'm just like, you sound like one of them people that's not getting the point.
Exactly.
And I was like, once I got to see the special on Netflix, I'm like, man, it's so many people that this shit just gonna go over their head. Over their head.
And it started right away.
Yeah.
You know, it started right away. I mean, when was it released, bro? Like, was it Wednesday or Thursday this week or something like that?
Yeah, it was this week.
Within 24 hours, bro, they was already, so before I got to watch it, all I kept hearing is controversy. You know what I'm saying? So I peeped it out on Friday night, and I stayed up late. I watched it. I was like, man, this is genius, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, man, like, how many of us have a platform like that, right, where we can sit there and capture America's attention, you know what I'm saying, for 90 minutes, bro, and just drop knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle with some jokes or whatever, but just drop knowledge, man. Not a whole lot of us. Now, you know, I like Dave Chapelle 3.0. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Oh, here we go.
I do like Dave Chapelle. This Dave Chapelle is a lot closer to the original model.
You said that first special, that wasn't him?
That wasn't him, man.
When he came out all buff with the raspy voice, it was like, wait a minute.
That wasn't Dave Chapelle, bro. Like I said, people started talking. It's like, all right, we need something that's closer to the original. So go through the iterations. Look at old Dave Chapelle, man, when Dave Chapelle was doing the Chappelle Show. Right. Then look at Dave Chapelle when he came back from his hiatus and disappearance and stuff like that, and compare them to, right. And now compare it to this 3.0 version, right. And again, man, hey, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, the whole MK Ultra people cloning and the whole software upload is getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah.
I joke around with that. I was joking with my niece and her husband yesterday about that, man, because they got into that piece too. We got into that whole MK Ultra conversation and stuff, man.
But it is funny though. It did remind me when he did the special in DC, and he was like, sprinkle some crack on him. He's like, get out of here, Johnson. He was like, every time you go to a scene, he's like, looks like he's been raped. Sprinkle some crack.
Sprinkle some crack on him.
I was like, man, it do remind you of like that old Dave Chapelle where people just wasn't getting. It was like he was like hitting them with so many punchlines back then.
Yeah. He
wasn't doing these speeches and long lessons like he is now.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it did remind me of the old Dave Chapelle for sure.
Exactly. So nah, man, I thought it was great. So if you hadn't had a chance to peep it out yet, I would definitely recommend it. Go watch it with an open mind, man. Allow yourself to see some things that you hadn't seen before. I don't think Dave Chapelle is against anybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And it's hard, man, to be called, to be said to be a bigot or of any type of stuff when you are a black man in America, bro. It just doesn't really fit, man, because you've seen so much pain. You've seen so much disenfranchisement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You've seen so much amongst your own community that how could you, really punch down, as they say. Yeah. To any other community, man. So, I thought it was hot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll probably get canceled. Now, apart from me, I'll probably get canceled because we in cahoots.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, man, I thought it was just genius.
But you think about it, like, last point I'll make, though, think about it this way, right? In the last special, he made the joke about, it was like the concept of being transgender is so crazy, right? Yeah. It was like if I felt like I was Asian, and I was like, this is how I feel inside. He made the joke joke, right?
Exactly.
But he came back and he was like, okay, the Asian community was offended by that joke. So he's like, okay, he cleaned it up and said, I was offended when I saw the videos on YouTube of black people just randomly beating up Asian people. And you couldn't even say like they was going after Chinese or they was going after Filipinos. It was just at random. If you looked Asian, you was getting beat up in these random attacks. And he was like, I was appalled to even see that.
You know what? This just occurred to me, right? But you know what Dave Chapelle did not ever do, right? When he was being accused of being anti-Asian and all of that type of stuff, he never played the card that says my wife is Asian.
Yeah.
He never played that card.
Yeah.
But every time, right, you come across somebody who is not of the global community, right, and they get caught, right, doing something or saying something shady, the first thing that they say is, I have friends who are black.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I have friends who are this, such and such and such and such, and so on and so forth. They try to play that card. I highly respect him for not even bringing his children, his wife, you know what I'm saying, all have Asian blood, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he never played that card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just let people think what they want to think, but he knew that wasn't him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even with the LGBTQ thing, he said he made a comment like, "Yeah, I got some gay friends," and he talked about one of his white friends. I can't stand that motherfucker. And he's like, it has nothing to do with him being gay.
Exactly.
I just can't stand that dude.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So, nah, man, I thought it was great, man. It was just another master class, like you said. And he even said it himself. He was like, I am what some people would call the GOAT. And I was like, shoot, he might go down in history as that. Exactly. And I feel like he gonna almost be like the Tupac of our era, right? Like, you remember Tupac? Like, even though he sold millions of albums and all that stuff, it wasn't until after he died, all of a sudden, you got classes at Howard University and at USC studying the lyrics of Tupac. I was like, we're gonna have a Dave Chapelle 101 class in a minute at some HBCU, may even be a major university, just because of how much he puts into his comedy that people not getting right now.
So it's comedy, bro. But I can't even think of the word. I'm trying to think of it, man. But there's a certain type of comedy where individuals make light of current situation. It starts with an S, but I can't think of the word. Of current situations.
Satirical?
It's not satirical, but well, maybe it is satire. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, Dave Chapelle is a master at it, and also my man that used to do the Daily Show, who just came back with a new show now on Apple TV, I think.
John Daly.
No,
not John Daly.
John
Stewart.
John Stewart. These guys are masters, right? I think the word is satire. I guess it is, bro. But they're looking at the current situation, and they're just really breaking it down.
Yeah.
John, what's his name again?
Stewart.
John Stewart. I caught his special a little bit, not special because it's a new TV show. I think it's on Apple TV, and he was really breaking down, the whole veteran situation. You know, he's talking about how everybody that you come across to, we love our veterans, so on and so forth. Yet, the veteran community, bro, is dying in numbers of suicide. They can't get their benefits. You know, they're coming back, from these burn pits and, ingesting all of these carcinogenics and stuff like that. And they're dying from liver cancer, this, that, and the other thing. And they're not able to get any benefits from the VA. And, however, we're always talking about how much we love our veterans. At the end of the day, these guys, Dave Chapelle, John Stewart, they're educators, man, right? They are educators who educate through comedy. I don't know if you ever had like a teacher, man, in school or in college that had a real impact on you. You know what I'm saying? But, one that comes to mind for me was a teacher that I had in high school who was very, very straight-laced, right? He was like a Harvard dude, Harvard grad or whatever. He was an English teacher. But this dude had the driest sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it always hit. It always hit. Yeah. You see? So, I mean, he would teach, and you would say something, and he would make a dry joke or something, because, he's in a class with a bunch of clowns, right? Yeah. This, that, another thing. And the position was probably way beneath him, so to speak, right? But he would come back with some of the wittiest comebacks, bro. And I was like, this dude is funny. Like, y'all don't get it. This dude is really funny. But again, that's what these guys do. He was probably one of the best educators I've ever had. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he utilized humor as a way to help get his message across to his students.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, man, we gotta cherish these dudes, give them their flowers now. Stop trying to cancel every damn body.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We gotta appreciate what they doing. I think it needs to be more voices in support of what he doing, and louder than the voices that are saying we should cancel him at this point, because that's what's going on. They voices are louder than everybody else's, and it's a small minority. I think they say you would need millions of people to cancel Dave Chapelle. Millions. What is it? Maybe a couple thousand that's coming out the woodwork wanting to argue with him, and then some people that just jealous, and some people feeling like they didn't get the same platform, they didn't get the shot he got, so it's like they want to come up with all these reasons to take him out. So
exactly, that would be so.
Yeah,
this one blowing ashes everywhere. So, at the end of the day, let me ask you a question. How is cancel culture different than Karen culture? Because you just dropped some things that you just said. Jealousy, this, that. There's a very few of them, right? It's not. Most people, women, or whatever, that you run into are not, just on that Karen thing, where they just trying to disenfranchise youth or whatever the case may be, calling the police for nonsense and all of that type of stuff. To me, they go hand in hand with America's biggest problem today. You get a few people, right, for whatever reason, they're not happy with their lives. And they want to take it out on the rest of the world. So to me, I think that they kind of run close hand in hand.
And people's own issues start to come out in weird ways, right? You think about last year, how many people were probably suffering with depression, probably suffering with, being lonely and all these different things going on around them. And they put that out into the world in these weird ways. So they come out into the public and it's like, nope, you can't make me wear a mask. Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Nope, I don't like you doing this. I don't like you doing that. But it's their own internal issues. And even Dave said it in the special. He was like, people have their own things they're trying to internalize. They may be in the closet, closet gay or whatever. And they can't express it the way they want to. And he's sitting up here talking about it like so openly. And then you get the same thing like we said, the Karen culture. It's like, here you are, you look fly, you look good, your family look good, you doing your thing. I'm mad you out here enjoying your barbecue at the park. I'm going to call the police and tell them you lit the grill. You know what I'm saying? So
you have a permit for that? So here's the deal. Like what you just said, bro. At the end of the day, if you don't like Dave Chapelle, if you got an issue with Dave Chapelle, why are you watching the special? If you got a problem with these cats having a barbecue in the park, go to the next block or go down the street or whatever. But you do not have to involve yourself in that. But people will involve themselves in it just so they have something to bitch about.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, do your thing, right? And don't try to impact what I'm doing, because what I'm doing has absolutely nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Absolutely.
So again, they could have turned it off, but then nobody's forcing you to watch Netflix.
You clicked on his face.
Exactly. Really, that's what it comes down to. Look, man, something else that broke in the news this week. There's a couple of things we ain't gonna be able to cover it all. One thing real quick, I'm going to say this. I'm just gonna leave this with y'all. To do with as you will. The World Health Organization, right, this week basically has endorsed and passed a new virus. Okay? Not virus, I'm sorry, vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the World Health Organization signed off on a new vaccine, all right, that fights malaria. Okay, over in Southern Africa, hundreds of thousands of children die from malaria every year, right? But they finally came up with a vaccine for this, bro. After only 30 years. I'm going to leave it right there. It took them 30 years to come up with a vaccine for it that has a 50% efficacy rate. I'm done. On to the next. To the next. Bro, what's up with these NBA players, man, and the whole health thing, bro? You know what I'm saying? What is up with that, bro?
I don't know. I was like, you scared? I felt like that's almost like stealing from your brother.
That's crazy.
The money that goes into that fund comes from the players. And you talking about dudes you played with, cats that still your friends, and you come up with this whole scheme to scam them out of some money,
right?
With these fake health claims and all that stuff. I think it came out to the tune like 2.5 mil or something. This little group got. And I mean,
aren't they all like Celtics players?
Most of them were either former Celtics players or had passed through there at one point, like Sebastian Telfair, Big Baby Davis was his name.
It says Sebastian Telfair. Is my understanding, ain't this brother still up on weapons charges?
Yeah, yeah.
Can he find something else, some more trouble to get into?
You know, man, I can go on about Sebastian, man. I remember seeing him on the cover of Slam magazine when he was in high school. He was supposed to be that guy, man. And, you know, he had his turmoils through his career.
Yeah.
And, you know, Big Baby had his turmoils through his career.
Exactly.
You know, but some of them, like, I mean, that Big Baby had a good career, though, a solid career. He had his moments. You know, when he was with the Magic, even when he was with the Celtics, he was still a decent player. So it's just weird to see dudes like that that's scamming out of money. I was like, you made plenty of money in your career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the statistics of them being broke once they retire is terrible.
I got that.
Yeah, but
this throws back to something, man, that we haven't really, you know, a stereotype that we haven't had in decades now, right? It might not even been in your lifetime, but there used to be a stereotype of athletes as dumb jocks.
oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
as the dumb jock, right? So, so my problem really is not that these guys tried to hustle and get over, is that they all put in the same doggone claim, bro. They put in the same dental claim for the same dentist at the same time for the same root canal on the same teeth, right? And the same, you know, caps. They all had identical claims, bro. And I'm sitting there like that's like copying somebody's test and copying their name.
Yeah.
You feel me? Come on, bro.
Just
like,
cross their name out and put it on.
Switch it up a little bit. Do something. Get a little original about it, bro. They like photocopy the claim and pass it to Elvis, and the whole crew would be like, "Yo, bro, put this in."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like, "Come on, man. That was like very, very you know, it was a strategic error on their part, bro. They deserved to get caught.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I got no empathy for that. And like you said, you know, at the end of the day, they stealing from their teammates, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or from other players like them, that people who really need it.
Exactly. And there's a lot of players with like lingering health issues that need that money. Their feet is terrible, their knees is jacked up, shoulders been torn, all kind of stuff.
Exactly.
There's players with legitimate issues, and you taking money out of that fund that could be going to them. So I'm almost glad they got caught. To be honest with you, I'm like, shit. If that's like I'm saying I'm stealing out your pocket, bro. I was like, I can't see that. I couldn't see me doing that.
That's crazy, man. But you go, that's part of the get over culture. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to find a hustle. Everybody. You know, trying to find a way to, you know, to come up at the expense of somebody else, man. That's another, you know, unfortunate reality, I should say, from the society we live in today. But that's another show for another time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like we covered a lot today, bro. To be real, man, like I said, we spent a lot of time on Dave Chapelle. Gave y'all some other things to think about. But at the end of the day, man, you know, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I want to say this too, bro. So I've seen there's a lot of new podcasts that's popping up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of new podcasts, man, that's got that whole cigars and conversation format.
Yeah.
You know, talking about the issues. And, you know, things of that nature, bro. And again, wish you well. But understand, this is the original. Right, Puff Minute is the original Cigars and Conversation, man. We kind of carved out this lane, you know what I'm saying, this format and stuff like that, and it's something that I, for one, am very proud of. You know what I'm saying, and again, it's cool to see all of these other cats coming up, man, and you know, and doing something similar as well, bro. So again, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying. I feel like we struck a chord. There's people out there who are feeling for some real conversation. You know what I'm saying. Real talk. There's some people out there that really want to hear. You know, some real talk, bro. And everything ain't gotta be, like we said before, you know, big booties and you know, and everything else like that on Instagram, which we didn't even get into, by the way. Right? We didn't even get into the whole blackout that happened this week on social media. Right?
Facebook got shut down.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, you know, mostly everything that that, you know, most people communicate on got shut down. Now, there's a lot of theories out there, right? I can break out Conspiracy Mick on you right now and tell you my thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't know. How much time we got on the clock? You know, do we have a few minutes for this?
We got a few minutes.
We got a few minutes? All right, so do you want to talk about what you think first, or do you just want me to just drop it?
Just drop it.
Okay. So, again, my niece, and I love my niece, man, because she kind of thinks like me a little bit. But we were talking about this, man. So, at the end of the day, right, we talked about population control, and we talked about population control. right? A number of times on our show,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I still believe that there is an all-out conspiracy or what have you, effort, right, to control the minds of people at some level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we joke about MK Ultra. We talk about turning people into zombies through vaccines or all of this type of stuff, or at least lowering their inhibition to be able to think critically about things. But then you have a lot of people who are just not buying in,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're just not buying in. And regardless of the media blitz and everybody saying you got to do this and you got to do that or whatever the case is, you still have these pockets of people who are able to go out and share information with each other that's contrary to what society wants you to know,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I felt like it was a test, right? The first thing that you need to do is control communication,
Mm-hmm.
all right, amongst these types of people. And when you shut down these major avenues of free press, right? Let's call it free press or free information sharing, right? And now you got people back into their pockets and they're easily to control. It is akin to telling folks, all right, oh, we got an outbreak. Everybody isolate yourself and stay in your house and don't talk to your friends and your family and this, that, and the other thing, or what have you. I felt like this was the beginning, right, of something that is much bigger that will come down the road. You heard it here first, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you can agree with that, you can disagree with it, but I'm telling you guys, there was more to this than what meets the eye, in my opinion.
You make a good point, though, and I'll give you a perfect example, right? My brother's been on several deployments. The first time he got deployed was in 2006. So when he got deployed, I was in college. So I signed up for a Facebook account because the only way I could communicate with him on a regular basis was through Facebook. Email didn't work. You know how the phones work over there. You get delayed. It's like a 10-second delay. He would say something, I have to listen, then I could say something. So it was like Facebook was a way we could instant message each other and talk in real time and have a conversation. So it was like, and then you think about WhatsApp. You know, that's how most people speak to each other overseas. So when you go to like place like Jamaica, we just came from, we was all on WhatsApp, and we was talking through WhatsApp and group chat. So I'm like, damn, you shut down communication once again. That isolation, right? And what happens in isolation and the things that people deal with. We just talked about the caring culture. Them things that you dealing with internally start to just come out even more because now here you are isolated with your own thoughts once again. And when you can't share your thoughts, you can't communicate with people about those things, then what happens? Then suicide was way up last year. The kids was committing suicide at a crazy rate because they couldn't communicate with each other. And they DMing on Instagram, like half of them don't even text each other. They like, we on Instagram, we on TikTok, we on this and that. So to have all
TikTok,
that,
I heard was not affected. But to your point, TikTok has their audience is a lot younger, right? So the conversation that they're having are not the same conversations that people of our age of influence are having.
But what are they being influenced by?
Okay, absolutely.
That's what's scary about TikTok is what are they being influenced by?
Right, but I'm just talking about the overall communication side of it. I feel like it's too coincidental that all of these platforms went down at the same time. And then all of these platforms came back up at the same time as well.
Well, they all owned by Facebook.
Well, that too, brother. But they're all owned by Facebook, right? But they're not all on the same servers.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Facebook acquired other companies, and whatnot that had their own platform, their own backbone, right? Their own server farms, right? So for all of these joints to go down at the same time, that's a coordinated effort. That's a coordinated effort, man. So again, that's it from me. The only other news that I'm gonna give y'all that you probably haven't heard yet. There should be an announcement happening tomorrow about something very, very big, right? That's gonna happen in Las Vegas. You up on it?
I don't think so.
www.LasVegasStars.com. We're getting that NBA team, baby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're getting that NBA team. You heard it first, right here on the Puff a Minute.
Okay.
Tell your friends, Vegas is getting an NBA team. They're supposed to announce it tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up. It's about time.
Absolutely.
It's about time.
Absolutely.
You know, was it David Stern, man, he was so against us getting a team for the longest time. He's like, I don't like the betting aspect, the gambling aspect of it, and all this stuff. And he just was staunch against us getting a team.
Right.
And then, you know, when Silver came in, he was talking about it. He's like, we'll get a team, we'll figure it out. Is it going to be expansion? We're going to acquire one of these teams from a city that's, you know, not supporting their teams well or whatever.
Right.
And, you know, we thought we was going to get Seattle when they went to Oklahoma. We didn't get them. We thought we was going to get the Kings. We never got them.
Exactly.
Golden State, but now they didn't put so much money in the Golden State. We'll never get them.
Right.
But we'll see, man.
We'll see what happens, man. My understanding is this will be an expansion team. You know, this will be an expansion.
That'll be cool, because that means we get the first draft.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, we get the first draft pick.
Exactly. So anyway, that's just a little knowledge drop for y'all, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Once again, man, we appreciate y'all for just spending a little bit of time with us, lighting a cigar, man. You know, joining us on the conversation. You know, continue to keep up with us, man. Jay about to hit y'all, man. Cigar Bank about to hit y'all with the rundown. The rundown, so that's what he do best. You know what I'm saying? So hit him with it, baby.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Keep showing us the love on Instagram. Hopefully they don't shut us down. And Instagram don't get shut down, man. Yeah. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Clicking that like button, comment, sharing with your folks, man. Let them know about what we doing on Puff a Minute, man. We definitely got to get some more content up there. We, you know, take some photos while we smoking, man. Y'all can check them out for yourself, man. But like I said, man, keep taking that love over to YouTube. That's where we got the whole library, man. We got some bangers now. I was like, click on our face. Click on our face.
Click on our face. Dave Chapelle us.
Yeah, exactly. Check us out, man, because we got real conversation. That's the point you made, man. It's real conversation. We didn't come out here with notes and we wasn't storyboarding before we got on set. None of that. It's real conversation, man. It's just whatever comes out. So hopefully you enjoy it, man. Go over to YouTube so you can keep watching us. But hey, you don't have to just listen to us on YouTube. You can listen on the podcast, man. And we on every platform when it comes to podcasts, man. The audio is up there, the audio files, man. Check us out. We've been around for a minute now doing this, man. So yeah. So check us out, man. When you're in your car, you at the gym working out, whatever, listen to a Puff a Minute, man.
That's right. We're not new to this, y'all. We true to this. You know what I'm saying? So again, thanks again. We love y'all. Hey, stand by for this message. Don't go away yet. Stand by for this very important message, right, from Super Draft Pro. Okay, after you check it out, man, if you're interested, you know, hit your boy up, Cigar Make, man, because, you know, we are in partnership with Caesars Entertainment, right? And definitely this thing is about to go to a whole nother level. So check out this quick video, right? Then hit me in the DM. All right, your boy Cigar Make. We out here on everything. Peace. We love you. We out.
Peace.
In a world where hope was fading and isolation was growing between friends, family, and fun, and people began to yearn for a better way to earn.
Okay, we've had enough drama in recent history. It's time to reconnect, kick off the game, and play to win cash and prizes. Super Draft Pro is the official fantasy partner of Caesars Entertainment. Yes, that's Caesars. This isn't your grandmother's bingo night. Imagine the exciting chance opportunity of Las Vegas, only bigger, in the palm of your hand. And imagine the energy of the crowd and the love of your favorite game, connecting you and literally every single person you know playing daily fantasy sports, all while getting paid. This is Super Draft Pro, and you can stop imagining. Experience it for yourself. Simply download the Super Draft app and sign up by creating an account. Be a player, or be a coach building teams of players with a range of membership packages that suit your level of interest. And guess what? We know, and you probably know too, that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry with roughly 60 million people playing in North America alone. So, what's new or different about the Super Draft Pro that's actually a game changer? That's an easy answer. And I literally mean easy. The Super Draft app is super user-friendly, so playing is easy. So when you play, your chances to win can be easier than other traditional fantasy sports games. It's also set up to level the playing field with our exclusive patent-pending games, which allow you to pick the players you like and the players you trust. This is your draft, your way. See, this really is changing how the game is played. And it's even a game changer for business, because not only can you get paid to play, you can get paid when other people play when you become a Super Draft promoter by sharing the app. Making money doesn't have to be a grind. Turn your business based at home into your home-based playground, getting paid to play, having fun, wherever you are. Because this virtual model is high speed and low drag, SuperDraft Pro plans to eventually capture the imagination of the world by going global with a simple, proven business that never sleeps. Join the fun. Play, get paid, and tell everybody. Download the SuperDraft and Sportsbook app today. Available on iOS and Android.
SuperDraft Pro. Rated F. UN.
Okay, that's enough. You're done.